You do not sell your Bitcoin. What do I mean? Bitcoin is energy. Bitcoin is life. Don't squander your life. Conserve your energy. Every time you sold it, you gave up the best performing asset in the world to buy what?
Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll delve into a compelling talk by Michael Saylor, the prominent Bitcoin advocate and CEO of MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor begins by highlights Bitcoin's remarkable performance over the past 4 years, noting its average annual growth rate of 50%. He criticizes the idea of selling Bitcoin to diversify into lesser performing assets, describing such a move as selling the winner to buy the losers. In his view, Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the world, and selling it prematurely is akin to giving up the best opportunity available. According to Saylor, there are only a few instances where selling Bitcoin is justifiable. He believes you should only sell your Bitcoin when it is a matter of life and death, either to preserve your own life or the lives of your loved ones. Instead of selling, he suggests borrowing against your Bitcoin if necessary. The overarching message is clear: hold on to your Bitcoin as long as possible, as it represents a unique and unparalleled form of economic security.
You do not sell your Bitcoin. What do I mean? Bitcoin is energy. Bitcoin is life. Don't squander your life. Conserve your energy. Right? I give you energy for, don't let the fire go out. When the fire is what keeps your family from freezing, do not let the fire go out. Right? You have a life, it's beautiful, you can do beautiful things. Don't throw yourself off a cliff. Right? And Satoshi gave you economic energy. You can capture it, you can own it, you can conserve it. Don't throw it away. Economically, Bitcoin's been going up 50% a year for the past 4 years. Every time you sold it, you gave up the best performing asset in the world to buy what? Diversification is selling the winner to buy the losers. When do you sell your Bitcoin? When your family's going to die, you sell your Bitcoin. When you need it to conserve your life, the lives of those you love, then yeah, you trade it, you borrow against it, but you only need one chair. You do not sell your Bitcoin. Everything else is inferior. The world, by the way, the entire world is constructed to convince you to sell your Bitcoin. Everybody wants you to trade your Bitcoin for their hedge fund, for their stock, for their idea, for their whatever it is. And you just have to keep in mind that no one is getting rich by telling you not to give them your money. I see a lot of people that hold Bitcoin, and they still don't think in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been going up 50% a year for the past 4 years. That means the risk-free rate, the cost of capital is 50%. So you have the option to borrow money at 5%, loan it to Bitcoin at 50%, and keep the 45% difference. And I'll meet Bitcoin businesses that they want to actually raise money and loan it to someone at 15% that's a counterparty. Why would you loan to a counterparty at 15% when you can loan to Bitcoin at 50%? Right? Why would you invest? I have an investment idea for you. Is it a risk-free 50% return? Let's be conservative. I think, Bitcoin will appreciate 24% a year for the next 10 years conservatively. That's the risk-free rate. You have an idea for me? Give me an idea that returns more than 24% a year, plus the risk premium, scalably for the next decade, then maybe it's interesting. Most people, they just have the wrong idea in their head. They don't think in Bitcoin, they make mistakes. Rule 17. You don't change Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a swarm of cyber hornets. It's a thundering herd of 8 billion people. It's going on for far beyond your lifetime, and it's much bigger and stronger and more powerful and more intelligent than you are, right? It's like Taleb writes about intellectual yet idiots, like people with PhDs in aeronautical engineering that give speeches on how to make birds fly better. It's like if you find yourself as the guy with the PhD lecturing eagles on how to fly, you're the person that thinks you can change Bitcoin, right? You're not smarter than Bitcoin. You're not smarter than 300 million companies and 8 billion people and 80 billion people yet to be, right? The world is big. The market is big. You're not going to change it. You're going to try to change it, but it'll be a lot smarter for you to change yourself. You know, we used to joke about laser eyes. Rule 18, laser eyes protect you from endless lies. People thought, oh, this is just a meme. Laser eyes, laser ray to 100K. It's not a meme. This is going to save you. When you know, who do I feel sorry for? It's like I feel sorry for people that put on the laser eyes, watch Bitcoin go up $20,000, and then take the laser eyes off and declare victory, right? Don't take the laser eyes off. The laser eyes tell you a message, which is they signify the fact that you should avoid dilutive distractions. Right? When Bitcoin goes from 10,000 to 100,000 and you declare a victory, so you launch 16 crappy businesses and 14 stupid industries because you're a genius, right? You took the laser eyes off. Pride cometh before a fall, and what you know, Bitcoin is going from $1 trillion to 10 trillion to 100 trillion to 500 trillion, and at that point it'll be growing better than everything else. And there's someone that wants to take laser eyes and focus on this thing as long as the joke is good, and then they're going to drift off to launch 82 other things. Well, let me tell you, there's 2.8 million mobile apps created for the iPhone, and you probably can't name a dozen that worked. There's 1.8 million extensions in Chrome, and you probably don't use 2 of them, right? There's a 99.9% mortality rate on new business ideas, but you're sure yours is going to work, right? Laser eyes are about humility, but everybody is going to BS you. They're all going to tell you that they've got this great idea that's better than Bitcoin, the next Bitcoin. Bitcoin had its run, and then you're going to lose your focus. You're going to get distracted, maybe because you made a lot of money by buying Bitcoin at 100 and selling it at 5,000 because you were a genius and you got out at 5,000, and then you launched 16 other crappy, stupid businesses where you're just like everybody else, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, the mayor banned my business. Oh, the government taxed my business. Oops, it turns out that Microsoft wants to enter this business. Oops, I didn't realize that, you know, that employee would steal whatever, the money from this business. Oops, the bank failed. You know, and then you will rediscover everything that Satoshi knew when Satoshi invented Bitcoin. Laser eyes are here to protect you, right? Embrace them, right? Don't belittle them.
Respect for Bitcoin is another crucial theme in Saylor's talk. He advises viewers to approach Bitcoin with humility, acknowledging that it is a force much greater than any individual. He shares his own journey of continually learning about Bitcoin, recognizing that there is always more to understand. Saylor warns against the hubris of thinking one can fix or improve Bitcoin, emphasizing that respect for Bitcoin is paramount. Finally, Saylor advocates for spreading the message of Bitcoin with love, not hate. He acknowledges that many people do not understand Bitcoin and may initially resist it. Instead of responding with aggression, he suggests approaching these individuals with kindness and patience. By doing so, you make it easier for them to eventually embrace Bitcoin, accelerating its adoption and positive impact on their lives.
And it takes me to my next point, which is, you know, respect Bitcoin, or it'll make a clown out of you, right? I mean, I come to Bitcoin, I've spent all my time trying to learn Bitcoin. I realize I still don't learn Bitcoin. I still don't know everything there is about Bitcoin. But what I do appreciate about Bitcoin is it's bigger than all of us. It's stronger than all of us. It'll outlive all of us, right? When someone shows up and says, I just heard about Bitcoin, I'm here to fix it, right? Don't be that guy. Spread Bitcoin with love, not hate. Violence invites violence. Aggression inspires resistance. Satoshi, forgive them, they know not what they do. People don't understand Bitcoin, they're going to resist you, they're going to be afraid of you, they fear what they do not know. But when you come across someone that doesn't like Bitcoin, they call it a scam, they call it whatever was the last most colorful thing that someone said about it, your reaction ought to be, hey, they don't have a need to know, they don't understand. The world consists of people that need Bitcoin and they don't understand it, but they will. And those that need Bitcoin and they're in the business of getting it. When someone doesn't understand it and they treat you poorly and they're mean to you or they're aggressive or they're violent to you, the best thing you can do is just say they don't understand it. If you understood it, you wouldn't feel that way. Because if you push back against them with hate, that just slows down their learning path. They're just going to learn slower, they're going to adopt slower. If you actually treat them with kindness, they'll remember they were mean to you and they'll feel bad about it when they discover Bitcoin, and they'll come back and they'll embrace it. You make it easier for people to embrace Bitcoin and they'll do it faster. Don't give people the excuse that Bitcoiners are mean, they hate me, they were violent to me, right? Because then the entire topic just shifts to, a struggle, over some tangential thing which was irrelevant. So go place to place, door to door, person to person, institution to institution, nation to nation. Offer them something which is going to make their life better. Offer it with love, not hate.
Michael Saylor's passionate defense of Bitcoin offers a wealth of insights for anyone interested in cryptocurrency. His emphasis on Bitcoin as a form of economic energy, the unmatched performance of this asset, and the importance of holding on to it for the long term provides a compelling argument for Bitcoin's potential. Saylor's message is clear: respect Bitcoin, stay focused, and spread its benefits with love. By doing so, you can harness the transformative power of Bitcoin and help others do the same. Please like and subscribe my channel.